Just going to be the swings from the rest of the team, but the lurk behind could pincer G2 just in time.
But then there's a double lurk, a triple flank coming on the side of 100 Thieves, and it gets activated by the wall. So a 1v1 between Trent and EU, smoked out, gives a chance for G2 to go into the site, but they are pincered. There is also a second lurk. You have to delay now for G2.
G2 has so many things activated on this map right now. They're going to back out and possibly go all the way around to meet with some more at long and create a better retake from that position, leaving just one towards short.
Everything's been perfect so far. The smokes, the fault line, slows the triple flank, and now it's a triple flank back from G2's side.
The ring around the rosy continues. G2's going to be in position. They're looking, and all they see is Jonah P. How can it be? But EU finds 3!
Triple push.
It's very passive except for this push. And if they can't protect each other, nobody's pushing. And this 3-ball here is going to be able to do enough damage. A little bit to Cryo, but he'll still try to push forward here with the Spectre for now. I think G2's done a good bit of damage with that, though.
Yeah, the thing is, lots have been utilized on the side of 100 Thieves to hold that back. The best thing they have now is that Vandal. The walls are being used from Cryo as well. Gives a chance for G2 to walk back, holding that wall so they could double swing and take down Cryo.
Interesting choice to solo that out.
Look at how that pulls to rotate, and there's still 30 seconds left into the round. This insert that you currently have from Trent gives you a chance to get a little bit more information, especially with this wall coming up. They could punish Boostio and go for the quick hit into the C site, but instead, they know B's open, and they go for the plan into B and play the pulse plan.
Do they leave it? Shock darts out. Almost gets the damage on that in the double bounce. Oh, quick push, but Jogamo actually grabs info on 2. Now they know they can play towards the BC side and watch the front side of B. It becomes a little bit easier, but that is easier said than done.
Game of cat and mouse, everybody missing each other towards the ceiling, but end of the day, it gives more time here for Trent to get those salvos back up in the post plant.
Oh, just off. It does take the headshot through as Boostio and EU come up strong on this one. Trent in the stinger. Trent in a stinger.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be again.
Salvos are up.
He throws them out. Half is already there. It's going to be the push from Boostio here. They're both very low at health, and Trent's going to get the clutch. All right. Oh, right off the bat, off the rip, they get Jonah P. The initiator utilities down. Asuna is going to be on top of the situation as Jogamo tries to get the swing. And these are the pushes you were mentioning here, Vans. These extremity lurks, all right at the beginning of the round. G2 is not expecting.
It's actually on the side of 100 Thieves, yeah. With EU, the way that he's popped off since the pistol round, already brought up into the Hunter's Fury, not giving a chance for G2 to set up and snowball the amount of rounds on their side. And now at a 2-player disadvantage. Might be a little bit too late to use the wall. Just trying to catch some players out of position here for 100 Thieves. And also play the 3 versus 1 wherever they want to work the mid round. You will definitely have to commit towards a site here because it is the bonus round for G2. It's all up to 100 Thieves now if they read correctly of where the last hit is going to come from G2. And so far, it's looking pretty good for the attack side. Asno is going to be the only point of contact towards this A site. Playing very passively, soft side towards A.
Oh, here they come.
We'll give it a chance for G2 to plant, though.
They're coming in fast. Smoke goes out towards A. It's been told across the map. It creates a bit of a one-way for a second, so he can see the feet. And Asuna is going to be able to make that call. Cryo shuts down Leaf to get into sight. And this is just trying to find the numbers here as the clock ticks down. 10 seconds left. Trent, there's just going to be too many this time. Mid control's been favored here the past few rounds. Lee's gonna find one, but the swing's gonna be there. Actually keeps the crosshair perfectly placed for another frag as Valen is there for a bit of safety, even if Leaf goes down, which was the case here. Still numbers for G2 as they look for more fights in mid that 100 Thieves almost gives.
Feels like they want to tempo up fairly quickly.
They're reading it. And they play right into it. G2's very happy to get right into that aggressive spot of A lobby. Go for a fake. No way. They pull this out. And he actually still gets it. He knows that somebody was going to be playing outside the site. They're trying to watch the body to get back in. That's going to be a kill coming down onto Cryo, though, as they get back to safety. And they are protected on this ISO contract.
When that kill, go Armageddon is available for Trent.
Steel Garden as well. Almost the last shot from EU as they get the room. It's going to be a fake, though. Leaf still has to try and push through to give the time over to Trent as he's going to plant towards A. He has to make sure Trent's plant is safe, but now they don't know. Trent can buy only a bit of time here. Didn't see. No way he tries to go.
One enemy remaining.
2 seconds left.
Almost
EU's running
had it.
away.
This is really just to displace the team that's in A for now. They know they're not going to get too many kills on it, but 100 Thieves is staying right in the sight, ready to
30
fight.
seconds left.
Valen forced back through, gets down EU as he tries to jump in. And yeah, they should have
Standing.
pretty good looks coming in from the side. 100 Thieves, but Trent's going to be able to be the one. They're still trying to get this commit towards A. The drone kind of keeping 3 focused on the smoke as Valen and the team are hitting C right now. And they have absolutely thrown 100 Thieves for a loop on this.
Valen got what he wanted. We're going to re-clear here, and they do so with the drone.
So well played. Valen starting us off on the round again. Given the smokes, given the angles, and the first bloods. As this push has to happen, but they still can't even come up with a combo kill on that. 100 Thieves are having a bit of trouble getting this successfully tagged down on the members of G2. 100 Thieves continue to lose the first one and then cannot convert the 4v5. Who will do it again? Valen with another first blood, but he gets traded out. And now they even up the numbers a little sooner on the round. Will it be enough as the hit continues still towards A? Cryo says yes. EU rings true with another shot onto Jonah P here as the kill contract. Who's gonna sign off on this one? And it is gonna be Leaf. Cryo's not having a day inside that, but EU with 4.
Till try to get a TP into sight and get some upper hand and maybe play within towards the end here for 100 Thieves.
Jogamo answers a ghost out of garage. They're gonna try to take that mid space right away, and it's 100 Thieves is gonna have to push forward now. They realize they've lost what's behind. Yes, they do. They're going AC side with, like you said, the TP in sight. Xander's high on the bookshelf, just on that left side. G2's gonna set up. Give themselves protocol with this time.
Dude, they just know.
Oh, distraction, chaos. Crosshairs being broken, but really it's just the ankles of 100 Thieves. They couldn't really stop the B plants, but you have a bit of util to start it off and delay. And they again have to push forward here. They want to get all this aggression. Relay bolt only stuns a few as G2 quickly tear down the stingers of 100 Thieves to make sure they can secure a second round. Oh, whip, whoop, util running, jumping, Jogamo.
But now in round number 16, it's a different setup on the defense and a push down towards the window that surprises them.
Quick trade, though, on that situation. It's going to speed things up as you see the rotations coming now from the defense, a little bit more forward to the site. Xander just on the other side, and he gets insta-smoked by Valen. What are these plays coming from the IGL here on the first map? Jogamo on the trade. All the members of G2 still doing what they need to make sure.
So let's see what happens now. A 1v1 isolating towards the grass.
Ooh, tough actually almost got modeled there for a second. Pulls back in with the wide swing. He's gonna have a hot foot here, and they know.
Into the hit of the C site.
That combo. G2 are looking to close this one out already. They take down Cryo, so they're not gonna have the ISO safety or double tap coming into the sites, but B is still the idea. And they have to clear everything on their sides if they want to do something different.
And G2 knows it's going to be a B hit. Look at those positions from both Jogamo and Valen. It's confirmed. You have no choice now for 100 Thieves sides to commit to this.
Oh, that's EU stuck. Easy check. And another one. They're all actually set up for util here. The timing is very abrupt as G2 try to scream on through. One last one onto Boostio, who's still trying to get that lurk. The shot from Valen. Who else would it be? The IGL to find the lurk around the map. And G2 will swiftly
alone inside the B site.
He got the safety, but how safe is it? The team drops in. They waterfall off the heaven to give each other the support that they need. This is exactly how you need to retaliate. Just Jogamo and Trent left alive in the 2 that you would honestly want in this position.
Information on the third as Boostio dropped.
They're trying to create a crossfire between the backside of the column. That's one. It's going to be Trent now in the clutch. One right click. He could have it again. It's just going to be the flick. It's just going to be the flick. He jumps. He locks it. Cryo delivers the same medicine. And they can just lock down towards this A side. Oh, and the spams come through. Easily done behind the guise of the smoke. And they haven't taken any damage on the side of 100 Thieves to set up a win for this bonus round. Ooh, good vision caught, though. He saw how many people were at that A main position. The lurk's already starting to come around. Asuna drops Jogamo as G2 is trying to find a location that might give them another frag, a little bit of safety. Will they reset here? But they are being closed in from every angle. They don't even know.
30 seconds left.
Looking for the left side, that right peak. And again, this is the patience. They're actually waiting for G2 to activate a little bit before giving up anything. It's exactly what we saw Asuna doing here as Trent was pushing with just a classic last round here. Obviously a little more severe with the rifles in hand.
Just trying to wait out the clock for sure. They should be pitching in against G2.
There it is. And yeah, you're right on the dimensional drift. It's going to start accessing the site as drone goes down towards the bottom. There's two on screens, just straight up peeking a lobby. All right, into the site. That Boostio firing just to the left and right, drawing a perfect picture of Jogamo on the wall, apparently.
But here's the res from Cryo. And that's going to be on Asuna.
Can they protect it?
Showstopper's back.
Oh, the answer is no to that question. Jogamo's looking beautiful on this round. A possible ace in his eyes. If you can find two more, Trent should get the side of Xander here. That's a quick shot, and they are just all over. And too much of that for 100 Thieves to even process where they could be.
Big round there for Jogamo. Indeed, you just mentioned that double swing coming out from screens. Somehow still punish Leaf.
Yeah.
Maybe the smoke was a little bit too late, or they just ran out the smoke for the side of 100 Thieves, and that could have been something that, again, could have snowballed here. That and play the mid round, waiting for the salvos to come back up, potentially use the Armageddon.
100 Thieves are so much more proactive here than they were on Haven. Pushing those sides to take the fights a little earlier. Cryo's in such a scary spot, but they're trying to push in here with the other side of Asuna getting caught up on the rope for a moment, and they both get taken down. As the smoke goes down, so do they. EU, another one where they drop in without a protection for each other, and he takes advantage of it. Almost another one, but a little too high on Valen there as he tries to readjust, and Boostio back on that rotation simulator here for the round.
It was a nice try still, though. It looked like they were inting a bit there for 100 Thieves, but Boostio was always a support with the fault line all the way from the A site to potentially get the stun into Vince, into Mail, and get value out of the showstopper. But when they ran outside of that smoke for Cryo, greeted by 3 players of G2, they just had to land their shots. If not, the showstopper was going to do so much damage. Star 2 on top of that. Jogama loses that fight to Asuna. The Hail Mary now to split into the B site.
Heady play. The draw right in front of B main stops G2 from getting in. Xander's ready for that play as well off of his own stars. And almost a shot. Trent's, though, very ready here as him and Jonah are looking to both get this peak up top. Nice delay coming in. Just a few seconds to get the spike plant down. They are going to be able to get this, but it has to stick now.
Jonah has Rolling Thunder now on a 2v1 for G2.
Ooh. And now they're kind of pinned in here to A, and 100 Thieves have made a very fast rotation, but Asuna was not ready for jog in mid. Coming through, G2 lead pushed up so far again. The flash comes through over the shoulder. And Xander answers back, though. They've been able to collect a few. He is still pinched in this position. Valen just limping to the left, trying to draw the fight. He knows it's there. The jump to stay alive. Oh, doesn't have very much more to stand in right now. That is a safe spot as Asuna takes down Jog. Still a lot of chaos in sight as they fire through the smokes, but you can see all the members still towards A main now. It's only Jog that's been lost, and Asuna. Oh, full P? That slow is behind them. Oh, the timing. It just seems like G2 has all the timing on this split matchup so far. Boostio! Boostio wins!
Also, the lurk coming through from Jonah P towards middle soft.
Hello.
Oh, no. Okay, all of this happening off camera, but I was going to mention that you have the showstopper that was spotted crossing over into middle, so they avoided that spot, waited down towards mid, and somehow got all the punishes onto 100 Thieves walking out. This should be a guaranteed round unless Xander goes nuclear.
He has to. Can he have a moment again? Stunned up. Oh, the shot just to the right of Jogamo as they beautifully play off that util. And now it's Boostio again. Like you said, been playing the fault lines from across the map.
Hasn't really been checked or played at all by 100 Thieves. But now, as they lose B Heaven with Asuna falling, Cryo is going to be out in the open if G2 commits towards his B site.
They're wondering if they should rotate. Here comes EU now, trying to get himself over Cryo with another one. Oh, nice pit.
Oh,
30 seconds left. Spike
perfectly played. Oh, Jonah B still trades the shot, but it's enough for the teamwork as Leaf locks that one down. The 2v1 here as Leaf searches around. His smoke's about to go out. The jig is up. Oh, they stay hiding. That's beautiful. Boostio. I'm guessing the fault line comes across perfectly as Valen actually is going to have a spot to hide for the moment. As it's going to be a full new box side here from 100 Thieves. They try to come around. Salvos would cook whoever is in that spot. And I'd say Valen doing a great job at staying alive, preventing that spike from going down so far. And now 100 Thieves just a single man up.
Spike planted.
Details there that's necessary. Oh, he times it perfectly. Baited into the smoke that was going to fall. And now it's Trent. Is this too much to ask? As both members, all three I should say, of 100 Thieves are staying hidden until the last moment. Asuna gets that one. Positions, and they're even starting to lean over more as G2 have a full read. But it doesn't matter, the shots are what counts, and 100 Thieves come up with 3 very fast kills.
Just beautiful read by Xander. 2 players left, committing to it for now.
Just toying with them.
Last player standing.
Trent again, trying to get a 1v3.
That off, it'll get droned out.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned last
Not
round.
being droned out. Easy kill.
Oh, they went down low with it. He takes that window. Actually opens up Cryo with the operator on it. Cosmic Divide is going to give him a second thought here on how he wants to get the peek in. So he's going to have to wait, but he still kneecaps EU to take him down. The post plan's gone for 100 Thieves. The pre-plan's gone as the spike just goes down. They don't have much more to work with. Oh, Boostio answers on the leave. This is crazy! Jogamo with a quick scope.
Definitely assist Trent to hold up the A site.
Who knows he's going to be there? Oh, there's 2. 1 in discipline and 1 behind the wall. They just don't expect it. Jogamo somehow gets 2 with the operator from that position as they are taking down 3 members altogether here. And 100 Thieves are still moving quick with an eye on the plant. And the weaponry shown here from G2 could make this possible if they find any of those rifles first and leave Valen with a stinger.
Right now, all of them grouped up towards the screens for G2. Flash and Aftershock, though, could get countered out by the Rolling Thunder. And that wastes enough time now for EU to just hide behind and get the salvos up.
Gets through a nice fault line. Leaf tries to jump around the corner, looking up to the top. Yes, right back to it. The smoke's going to come out in just a second for Valen here. He's going to try to throw that down and get this sorted out for himself. He's going to have to stick on it at this point. He has it if he can stick it, but it's not going to be enough. EU jumps into the smoke. Around, is there an orb for him? Is there something, maybe even a plant? They can get his hit to deny things. And there it is. Oh, he wants it, but there's not going to be enough time. He still goes for the fight with Jonah P just over his shoulder. EU, the sliver shots coming from both players as the concuss goes in, and it's not going to be enough. Leaf sidesteps. Get hit Cryo and Asuna the moment they're seen.
It's not ready, though.
Yeah, they don't need it, apparently.
Yeah, Lee just goes down and gets the big falls back. But Cryo just lurked through. Yeah, they're losing players in the process, but Cryo could have a good position here.
Through the smoke. Does he choose right? Oh, they just saw him, Leaf! He was switching weapons, but he sees it out of the corner of his eye as they're so ready on the side of G2. 100 Thieves is forced to back up now, and looks like they'll have to save these with 15 seconds left. I feel like it's akin to a Seekers this late in the round. He just wants to figure out what's going on as Valen takes down 1. Xander does find a few off of the concuss there as they make their way into sight. And wait a minute, they've turned this round on its head.
18 seconds left though, and oh, 1 pick through the smoke.
14 to plant. Got to get into position.
10 seconds
Multiple
left.
flashes coming through. No real help can be given just yet as they are seeing him coming away from the spawn area. If the trades aren't there, there's the 2. Trent's going to get the 1-2, almost collat on that. And is obviously going to push Jogamo out, but what's his safety? Where's the play going to go here? Just makes it out. Almost a quick shot too, and G2 are dropping 100 Thieves left and right. They knew exactly where to shoot and exactly where to look. It's been round after round they have this positioning.
And 100 Thieves saving this last Vandal onto Xander.
10 seconds left.
That's all he has. He just got spotted, I think, by Valen, who's closing that gap. The weapon's not even saved.
The operator, Showstopper, is going to start doing just that. Trent wants to run in. And that's going to be the first kill of the round here. The 5v4 in favor of 100 Thieves to keep it alive, to keep it going into overtime. Jogamo's going to push himself into 3 here. And they are all deadly ready for this situation. But is it ready for Jogamo? They muzzle him for a moment. But is it long enough? The rest of the team continues to come through from G2. Valen limping in with the rest of the squad here. A great setup by 100 Thieves, all pushed up to the front side of the site. Leaf with 2! A third, no. Asuna with the shorty is going to be able to answer, going to be able to capitalize this for the team if they can get this in their favor a little bit more with the first frag. There it is.
Heard the TP cross over towards the back of the site though, so Jogamo cannot commit into the TP towards B. The main fight is B heaven.
EU steps forward. Xander's there as well. Oh, they get hit back. That's going to be Trent actually dislodged from the team as EU takes him down. They were not on the same W timing as the fault line had to come out from Jonah P first.
Jonah's out in the open, 39 HP. Oh, big flash.
Can't turn it. Team's not there to help as well as Jogamo's just behind a smoke that put up by 100 Thieves to make this play that much more successful. The 5v3 instantly on what could be the round that pushes up to map 3.
That was a crazy play. If that was what was called here from Josh RT on the timeout, you were just hoping here that Trent would get 1 or 2 with that double initiator hold. But all of 100 Thieves read it correctly as well. They countered util at the same time to just punish the players 1 by 1. Now there's no more stalls coming out from G2. This should allow 100 Thieves to easily enter towards the B site and even close this second map.
Hits in, slows towards the back of the site. Textbook hit, smokes are up, and yeah, they expect to take a little bit of spam in, but it's how they reposition for the end of this. Do they sit G2 down and take us to Pearl with this round? Leaf and Valen are going to be attacking from the top side. It's just Jogamo to try and get in from the bottom. No util for them really to use on this take. Asuna starts him off right. Xander with another one, and that's going to be the round! 100 Thieves!
Escapes scot-free, but walks into the smoke!
Oh, gets a haunt right in his face, immediately, or rather a prowler. Off the bat, Trent gets traded out as a quick kill goes back and forth. Aggression from G2 extends into spawn already. And there's a little fight between the wall here as both of them can't get a clean shot off, but Asuna wins the fight.
Good news for 100 Thieves, Trent is down. No salvos for the post plan, but they are doubling up for G2 in the back of the B site. Jonah P also separate because he's expecting some sort of flank because they've lost that vice wall.
Okay, nice seize into that damage as well. Jogamo had no chance with the util use getting back in. And now they swing. Asuna only 4 HP. This is going to be tough. A nice job by G2 to sort themselves out and be able to really figure out how the crossfire is going to work with 100 Thieves.
Live for G2, Salvo's coming up soon.
Where's the util? It's the question. It's got to be all bodies here, it seems, from 100 Thieves as they start trading off each other, and it is seemingly working. Yes, Asuna tags on the last. Oh man, just on the other side. Oh, the change in elevation catches Cryo off guard there, and he can't get the crosshair leveled out. Wow. Jonah's going to answer back onto Boostio, but not before he can get one. As they give EU this to try and get that Nightfall ultimate up a little bit quicker.
Jonah P, yeah, uses it right away. It clears out towards the street, no information, so it rotates towards spawn.
Pushing out safety. Oh, they're just going to stay and actually keep this crossfire.
I mean, right now I feel like you're baiting for Jonah P and Leaf. The position from Trent is not playing on the top of the B side, he's playing backside instead. Ooh. Denied once again.
The sidestep from Asuna, EU, it's enough from him as well, but Leaf still alive, finds one, back into the smoke, knows the defuse, it has to be stopped on this, finds a second one. Still have Asuna present, trying to get the fight and trying to be the forefront of this hit as Armageddon goes right across the feet of 100 Thieves, so does Leaf and Jogamo. And this could be EU trying to get back into the site now. It's a 3v4, but it's an operator for Cryo, so they have to be very careful about the fights they're choosing. They've stopped G2 for now.
They don't know that he's posted up behind the shed, though, at a default spot.
No, they
so
don't.
Still has the whole angle, well, now with the Yoru clone coming out. The Leaf switches out here to the Phantom. Beautiful shot onto Leaf.
Inside the salvo as well, getting the dimensional drift here, and they start to source the rest of the players right on me. Left. Just shoot through me is basically the call right now for Cryo as he figures it out. Oh, he pulls a made you look. That's the push, playing just on the doorstep of this Cosmic Divide. sees one who expects the Jogamo right up in your face.
Kills him and TP's out too. Nullifies the ult. But here comes a defensive Cosmic Divide.
Oh, Judge laying down the verdict. Asuna comes through strong. The operator's there. Cryo in a very tough spot to make this work. And it is going to be one shot for him. Goes for the close Judge, but I think he's got a rifle now after the situation is sorted. Leaf one, Leaf two, almost gets the reset, but it's going to be Xander. Oh, in a tricky spot here. Finds one. Maybe a second, the flash comes through, and it's just going to be too much for him. And Xander falls just short on that swing with Boostio. Great movement by G2. They get another round where they silently move into a site, but they have to push forward, not knowing what else is on the other side. Cryo, we get some more quick scopes / no scopes out of this game. And now he sees what he has to do, giving Asuna the idea of how to do it as well. And that's one. Trent in the clutch situation. Armageddon's there, so he can just spark it off, cause the run. The peak comes through. Oh my God, Cryo hits the shot. Too much. They do see the hit coming into A though. Fade along with the salvos. That's going to be Trent taking a shot to the shoulder. Xander is always there on the crossfire. But G2's ready to find their targets. They source out a few in the site, make it 2v2, and Leaf makes it a 1v2 for Boostio here on the rotation, and Leaf again is put. They're actually going into spawn. G2 are now encroaching fully into the spawn side of 100 Thieves to end this round. Leaf with the first one, and now the dominoes start to fall here as G2 clean it up. They swarm 100 Thieves. Really nice utility use to escape on this one, and Cryo just misses the shot low onto the side of Trent, and Leaf activates. The op is down in A site. It's now G2's. Nightfall comes back so early. Wait, I guess they're seeing if everybody is there for the tags. The plant goes down, but that's not really going to be used for the retake here. They're going to have to go off what they can. Xander using a few more of those marks still, however, if they last a little longer. And that's going to be the push through. Trent actually makes a very aggressive decision without any help through that smoke.
The lurk.
Oh, right to the cheeks of Boostio. He goes down. This is going to be the shots from Xander, though. And EU looks like they could easily close down this round. Trying to make a slight attempt to get back into the site. A little bit of a smoke maze to get through as they caterpillar their way into site. And 100 Thieves misses. Now places towards A so the team can activate. So they're trying to throw a bunch of misdirection. And there's one that works. Asuna's got the side of Leaf as they swipe their way through Art into sight here. Cryo with the spam, with the eyes. The haunt comes up huge on the entry into the site. And Valen is only able to answer back for now as the rotation comes in very fast. This hit from Xander on the left side lets them know everyone from G2 is rotated. Easy.
I mean, don't go one by one.
That's the thing, though. Do they know where 1x1 is right now with the movement of 100 Thieves on this one? So much credit to how they played the back and forth here. Very G2-esque, actually. They get a taste of their own medicine on this round, and they can't figure out where 100 Thieves is popping out of the woodwork. They're checking the site. They know they have a bit of time. Oh, there it is. EU gets Leaf, and now they have to worry about where that lurker is going to be. 11th round for 100 Thieves on the horizon here, but you have Trent and Valen, two huge clutch potentials on the side of G2. The spams come through. They're just trying to create chaos on 100 Thieves when they need structure. They have this round without spamming into the smoke. Why do it? A huge hit. That's gonna be that is it.
It's like the start.
G2 looking to defend this. They want to get back in immediately. Use these small buys to get into the site. They played this yesterday, trying to get the comeback, trying to get the round, that gap closed.
He's using a big spot now.
He can't look away. He cannot double take this. He has to go. Oh, it's just in time. Never have I seen timing like that. EU goes down. Everything's working well. They have to pressure him. They jump into his face. Again, 103 is trying to create chaos when they could use a little bit of structure in those situations. And G2 leave the vines. The Armageddon's coming through. I don't think he's going to make it. Oh, he does just on the side. A little bit of damage is done, but G2 is able to come in huge. Trent gets another salvo kill on the week, we should say, as Asuna answers back. They can breathe a moment, reset, and calm what's next.
There's no util for G2 to find information through these smokes, though. They have to be now timing for the retake.
Nobody can be in those hot spam spots. Get yourself behind a wall and try to hide. Valen quickly swinging out of the smokes, able to get one. The battle star for a smoke and a defuse to come up on both sides. as he now puts up the A main one. Early spam from Boostio is retaliated by Jogamo, and it's not going to be enough.
You might Nightfall back into sight. When it did that last time, it smothered a lot of sounds here to allow potentially Asuna to get the overdrive value into the site.
Asuna dashed through. A big C's prevented them from getting in right away, so it did give G2 an extra moment to set up. I like the push, though, from 100 Thieves.
Face your fear!
That's a lot. Cosmic Divide. Nightfall comes out. Alt for alt here as we're getting to the pressure point of the final portions of this map. And now tagged up, moving in. It has to be G2 hitting the right shots here. Cryo actually has a really good positioning as he gets himself around, but they're not going to leave it with a bit of a high load that they have on the other side. A C's comes through as well. Too close as Jogamo. His shoulder peeks through, but Leaf's able to capitalize on 2 kills. Cryo has to do so much work here. He's going to delay, gives himself a gate crash to get a bit of a fake out here. A shot. Does he know the HP? He doesn't even care.
Overtime.
He doesn't see anything in sight just yet. Molly goes up top. It's going to be a dimensional drift that nobody sees that for the moment. Oh, Trent! Jonah P are going to activate on both Boostio and Asuna. Not looking good for 100 Thieves. Jogamo is ready to activate from the back of the site as Valen gets 2, and this is looking like an overtime Pearl matchup as Xander is left versus 5.
And they already knew that he was towards middle. The wall was activated there. Leaf is watching for that push, but the spike is out in the open. Cole gets the first pick that went to Trent before he gets jammed and forced to fall back, but this is looking grim here for for 100 Thieves rather. G2 will definitely be able to push this into overtime unless Xander pulls out the M80 Challenger Xander that we know he could do.
No, right? It's just there's too many. There's too many.
They almost had a chance there.
30 seconds left.
At least already on the lurk.
And now they hide from him. They're like, you know what? Let's not. Okay, gets the spam through. That's the shot favor of 100 Thieves last time, but this is completely different. Cryo misses and actually turns before he activates the gate crash. It's enough time for him to go down to the hands of G2, and now they have to reset themselves to have a good defense versus a full G2 squad. They're falling left and right in 1v1s.
A 4v5, they had to try to make a play to find information, and both of them on each extremity get punished on an overextension. Unfortunate miss from Cryo, shooting between 2 players on a double swing. And we go back to the game plan of G2, trying to find the KJ util and trying to take down Boostio on the B site. But thankfully, Asuna is still there. The crossfire is being set up. That is the silver lining of the last stand potential for 100 Thieves on their defense.
All the throws go out. Hopefully they shoot that for Boostio so he can stay alive a little bit longer in that position because he's actually still got a good spot now. He's tethered. He's known. Jogamo's going to clean that one up, but Jog took a lot of damage. He's looking for his side, and he's got enough coverage to keep it going.
Asuna's HP is slowly going down, trying to avoid everything, and Valen punishes him.
Runs through. Valen runs into the site. The controller on G2's side. Yo, Boostio's going to be able to grab 3, though. What is this from the IGL? Boostio continuing to run in with Xander. The whole team's moving as a pack, just like you said they needed to do, and stick together here, hip to hip on these trades if they want to get through G2. It looks like we're going uno mas.
The triple kill out from Boostio activates the lockdown, and yeah, we look like we will go into a double overtime play.
Just the plays
You're
through.
running across a one-way. Crossfire is being set up.
They're moving just as fast towards B. Oh, back-to-back, trying to actually get that spam through the screen. Yeah,
another wall bang.
Yeah, not looking good. The way the G2 is picking up their attack rounds is so brute force and quick. Do not see 100 Thieves having a good time on these as we keep switching sides.
And this time, at least 3 players to go back towards B main to support Leaf. And while this happens, I mean, he gives it up. Asuna is moving back towards Street, but that means that Salvos will be ready. Valen could start falling back. Probably has another star to work with. Waiting for it to probably regen. Actually has no stars left. Using it now for the execution for the side of G2.
Oh, it's so tough. Just everybody on the other side. Jog making the shot on Asuna as he has so many targets to dodge.
But he gets spotted by the Prowler too.
Slide in. Spike is actually on this play. Asuna had to pick it up on the way around. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. The spike is there, but they're able to actually trade this. Possibly pick it back up. Yeah, a little bit of a walk up by Boostio, but it is 2 down for 100 Thieves here to G2's 1.
30 seconds left. But the wall is down, so 100 Thieves can start walking into this. But the more that they wait, Trent's in the perfect area with the salvos to delay.
G2 made the comeback. They've put the pressure on each round. They're now giving up a little bit of the space here on the round that could be theirs. The plant comes through. They were waiting on the salvos for that, and Boostio is going to be forced to put it on the right side. And the mollies aren't to pause the plant. They're to pause the entry back into the site.
One kill gives Boostio an ult.
Can he find it? You see him kind of peeking out, looking for it right through the window. Boostio does not get haunted, but he does get spammed for a moment. Xander answers with one, a 3v3 as they start to enter the site. 100 Thieves trying to stay alive in this series, trying to stay alive from the elimination. The jump over is not enough, and it's going to be the kills for 100 Thieves!
Or to play soft side and give it up.
Oh, he's trying to find a way to stand. Where to stand? Leaf takes down EU. You talked about how free that street side was. Trent turns on to Asuna to take him out, and the heavy-handed defense over at A does not pay off after the timeout for 100 Thieves as they're forced to rotate.
I see the TP from Jogimo as well. Get damage from his own teammate Salvo just to get that space.
Yeah.
Now to flood retake, you have to come up huge for 100 Thieves. You need a miracle now to win the round.
Xander with one. Is it going to be enough? No, they're not turning. They don't have the angles. And they can just see him in Jogimo's dimensional drift here. 2 left, though. It looks like it's going to be half. He knows where one is coming from, but now his back is to the firepower of Trent, too, in this situation. It's so tough. G2 are just going to toy with Cryo on this one. The time is gone for the defuse, and Jogimo hits the final shot. And right now, this is literally the strat. He's feeling it, and he asked for it. They're going to give it to him. Give him the space, he dashes in, but Valen's going to shut him down. The 1-for-1 now. It's Valen taking a bit of damage. They figured out where he is, and it's pretty much the same setup that 100 Thieves has, so they need to uproot him from this, and they do, Vans.
If he got 1 kill, it was good enough. But here comes a double flank from G2. That's probably not expected by 100 Thieves. Probably to try to stall, probably to try to find information. Trent with salvos. Now spotted. Here comes the hit.
They're waiting for that TP coming in from Cryo. He's not going to take it, though. The fake TP to get rid of that gate crash.
Trent shot it. They want to keep it inside the site.
Shoot. 1-2. Oh, they're letting him get half. It's getting risky, though. It's getting very risky, though. That's going to be the shot. Trent hits it. They shut down the heist. G2 eliminate 100 Thieves, and they'll move on in playoffs.